Shalom, it's Unlimited Editor God, back with another video. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. With today's video, I'm going to be reviewing my 2013 Scion FR-S. But before we get into this video, make sure to smash the subscribe button and join the because at 100,000 subscribers, I'm challenging your favorite automotive YouTuber to a full-out drag race. And I'm not going to race them in this FRS. I'm planning on getting a new car, so as you can see, ends with an 8. But let me just show you what the drag race will look like.
Are you okay, honey?
Alright, and the last thing, man, you see my shirt right here. I have my car on my shirt. If you want to put your car on your shirt, visit tunemycar.com by clicking the first link in the description below. Alright, so starting with the outside, it does have a nice camo wrap on it. It started off as pearl white, and then I added on the gloss gloss purple, the elephant gray, and the gloss black. Everything on the outside is pretty much stock aside from the wrap of the car and the little stickers that I've added on there. I mean, with this car, you do get a good amount of eyeballs. I'm not gonna lie about that. These people do like to kind of see what it is, especially other FRS owners. They always give you a nice little glance. But that's pretty much outside of the car. It does come stock on 17-inch rims. It does have the exposed rotors and the exposed calipers as well. Leave in a comment below, do you guys think I should paint these calipers? If I was to paint them, I would probably do yellow. But yeah, so that's kind of outside of the car, nothing too special. Alright, so we got the hood pop now. Here's the engine. One thing that I dislike about this car is this right here. It's a 2013 car, man. We shouldn't have any more pop rods. That should be illegal at this point. So I want the ones where I'm going to install them to where it keeps the hood up automatically by itself, and I have in my cart on eBay. So here goes the engine right here. This is a Boxer engine. If you guys wonder why is it called a Boxer, so here's a cool thing that I figured out. Unlike the V engines where they're kind of going up together, and unlike the inline engines where they're just in line, this is a Boxer engine, meaning that this piston is basically punching this piston and this piston is basically punching this piston. And that's what Subaru is kind of known for. Porsche also has a Boxer engine in the Porsche Boxer. So that's a very interesting fact. If you guys didn't know that, I do have a aftermarket cane and air filter installed here, but this is basically where you put the air filter. This is the inlet tube. Pretty standard, pretty basic. I like everything is pretty wide open, pretty good to see. And there's a lot of room for modifications within the engine, like even just changing the color of this or these rods here. What if you made those a different color? There's a lot of different things that you can do in this car to really enhance the look of it. But it's a quick look of the engine right here. You guys can see, if you wanted to work on your car by yourself, this is a very good beginner car to work on. What I like is that the window kind of rolls down. You guys can see that, and then when I close it, kind of rolls up by itself. So that's pretty cool. Now hopping onto the inside, this is the driver's side door. I like the fact that it has different colored piping, like the red stitching along here and even along here. It really just adds to the overall sporty look of the car. I really enjoy that, honestly. I never like chrome. I don't like chrome door handles because they get smudgy. I don't know what I can do to fix this, if there's a wrap I can do or what I can do to fix it. I don't like chrome. It is a pretty basic door. This right here does control the mirrors. This right here helps to lock the windows. I mean, I guess if you have somebody on the passenger side, you don't want them rolling up and down the window, you would do that. But we're all adults here, so we don't need to do that. The lock and unlock, pretty quick, pretty fast. Now, here's my favorite part of this car, or of the door. They both have auto, so I'm talking auto down and auto up on both of the windows, the driver's and the passenger side. Little room right here for a water bottle. I generally never keep water bottles in my car. So this right here is the one thing that I dislike about my own personal car. It's not every car, but you guys can see that the paint is kind of chipping on here, and again, I don't like chrome, so there is a very, very high potential of me wrapping these right here. If you guys want to see a video of that, go ahead and leave a like on this video. Speakers right here, the speakers are super incredibly loud. Honestly, this is the loudest car that I've ever owned. Again, I've only owned 2 cars, but it's also the loudest car I've ever driven in, that I'm talking about as far as speaker wise. We come along here, we have the odometer. Now, a lot of people have a love-hate relationship with the odometer. I personally like it. It's nice and analog. In the middle, it does have this part where you can display your speed, and then on the bottom, it has a place where you can change it around based off of these buttons right around here. close it, and you can rotate it 360 degrees. So unlimited rotations right there. Another little vent right here, more speakers right up here. Come down here, you can change the brightness of the odometer. Also right here is the trunk release button right here as well. You push that and you can unleash the trunk. There is no button on that trunk itself, so the only way to unlock the trunk is to either push it on the key fob. So the only option to open the trunk is to push it on the key fob, which is a button to the left right here, maybe your right, and then the other option is to push this button here, and then the third option is to put the key inside the trunk and unlock it that way. Here's the steering wheel itself, has a nice Scion logo, has paddle shifters in the back. This is shift down, and that's the shift up. It does have the red stitching continued even on the steering wheel, which I'm grateful for. Now it does have a little bit more chrome or slash brushed silver right here. Not my favorite, but I kind of like it on the steering wheel, honestly. Now we move over here. This car did come with an aftermarket radio, which I did not install. This came with this from CarMax. I like it. It's pretty cool. It does blink and change different colors. I do have this little wire right here. It's just for my dash cam. But yeah, so it did come with a aftermarket radio, which is not bad. I pretty much like it. Then we got right here, we have the clock and the panic button, hazard button. Then right here you have your controls for your AC and everything like that. Now this car, I can't speak on every car, but this car AC blows really cold when you want it to, and really hot when you want it to, and it can switch from hot to cold pretty quick. This is one of my favorite parts of the car. It does not take long at all to get the heat going. It does not take long at all to get the cooling going. So I mean, hey, they did a really good job with the heating and cooling of this car. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now we come down here, we have the gear shifter. Oh no, it's an automatic. Shut up. Yes, it did get an automatic, park, reverse, neutral, drive, and you can also put it in manual mode, which you can shift with this itself, or you can shift with the paddle shifters, whichever one you choose. Coming down right here, we have traction control off, sport, snow, and VSC sport. When I do put it in sport, I just push this button right here. I usually do that when I'm on the freeway, but after getting my speeding ticket, I have kind of calmed down with doing that. For now. So then right here you also have these cords right here, which I believe are used basically to control the radio, the aux cord. But because it's an aftermarket radio, we already have an aux port right there and a USB port right there as well. And for some reason it has a CD changer. All right, so then right here we have the window visor or the sun visor. Very nice material. This is a very nice material, nice and dark, and it's held up very, very good over the years. Again, this car is 7 years old, and look at the material, look how it's looking. You go ahead and lift this up. Now there is no light on there. It is what it is. What's up, no limit to God. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and like the video right now. So basically no lights. It is pretty good right here. If you wanted to, you can always take your glasses, which I normally do, have my glasses sitting right here. But it's held up very well. I move it out that way, but it does not extend. Right here you do have it light. You can put it on the door. You can put it on. Right now my door is open, but you can put it on the door, you can put it on. Now the color is not as it looks on us. The camera makes the color look a lot more reddish. It's not red, it's pretty much yellow. Then you have the rearview mirror right here. Pretty decent. I do feel like it could be bigger, but the car itself is small, so it is what it is. Then it has this weird thing. I don't know what this is, if anybody can tell me what that is. The headliner has held up very, very, very well over the last 7 years. Then right here you have basically an identical visor, except for the fact that it does not have this little line right here for your glasses. Kind of carbon fiber wrapped trim piece, trim panel. A lot of people do wrap this. I'm gonna leave mine black. I like it. And then right there you have another vent, another speaker, another air vent, chrome door handles. Pretty much mimics the driver's side except for the controls. Of course this one only controls the passenger side window and unlocks the whole car. Now the mats, these mats have held up pretty well as well. I mean, for 7 years old, I mean, no holes in them, no kind of signs of major wear. So they did a pretty good job with the mat. Now, one thing that I do like about this car is the pedals. You guys can see the pedals look a little bit more like a video game. The game you'll play, like a racing game you'll play at Chuck E. Cheese. Not gonna lie, I am around 5'10", I would say 5'9", 5'10". And when I first got the car, the brake pedal is so high up that it was kind of hurting my shins. Like, and the seat does not extend that far back. That's one thing that I dislike about this car as well. The seat does not extend that far back. I wish sometimes I could scoot it back a little bit more, but I've gotten used to it now. But at first, you know, the pedals were a little bit high up. So I would say if you're above 6 feet, this may not be the car for you. Alright, so taking a step out the car, you guys can see these are the seats. It does have FR-S embroidered into the back. It does have a nice little red suede right here. The car came with this stock from CarMax cat skin. These are aftermarket seats, so not every FR-S will have these. Chances are your car will not have these, but it is nice. It is getting a little bit faded on the seat. Maybe I had to do a little revamp. And it does have it on both the driver and passenger seats are both pretty much identical to each other. Okay, so here is the rear seats. These are also aftermarket cat skin leather seats. As you can see, pretty much identical, black with the red stitching. Black with the red stitching. There is no room, just so I can show you. This is the seat fully extended back, but it is folded down. So if you guys get what I'm saying, it's folded down so that way I can show you the back. But no, nobody will fit back here. There's no leg room. So if you're thinking that, hey, I'm gonna be able to fit my friends back here, no. What is that, you guys are wondering? That's accessory for my GoPro and a can of dog food for my dog Big O, aka Oreo. This has more speakers back here. The other side is identical, very small windows. So that's pretty much the back seats, and these back seats do fold down. Okay, so in order to fold the seats down, I do need to actually pop the trunk. But let me show you why I'm back here. As you can see right here, this is another way to open the trunk. But I'm just gonna make it easy for myself and just push the button. There you go. Trunk is folded up. While we're back here, let's just show you the trunk. It does have an emergency release. Pretty basic. So these are basically what I'm going to install in the front to keep it, to remove the prop rod, install things like this. Here's the trunk. Not very much trunk space, not gonna lie. Pretty small, pretty basic. I just have a lot of random stuff with my trunk at this point in time, but it is what it is. So to pull the back seats down, you just need to pull this right here and push forward. So I gotta put the camera down for me to be able to do that. So give me 1 second. All right, and there you go. So the front seats, the back seats have now been folded down. So if you were to carry, I don't know, maybe a car, a stroller, you may want to have to fold the back seats down just a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and take this car on a drive. So one thing that I want to mention, if you're really thinking about getting this car, is the road noise is pretty loud within this car. The doors themselves are pretty thick. However, I believe it's the windows are kind of thin, and so you do kind of hear a lot of noise come in on the inside of the car. Now, if you're playing music or anything like that, it's not a big thing. However, if you are trying to have like a conversation, right now I'm going 35 miles per hour. But if you were trying to have like a conversation or something else like that while somebody's in a car, it does get a little bit loud in here. So that's something you should keep in mind. There's a lot of people who complain about there being a torque dip between like 2,000 to 5,000 RPMs, and they're not lying. If you're driving the speed limit on most streets in regular mode, it is gonna get a little bit boring. But however, when you're really pushing the car to its limits and you're having fun, it is very exciting. It is very dramatic. It's a good drive, you know. Right now, with everything that's going on in LA and in the whole world, basically, there's so many officers and CHP out right now that I haven't been able to really have fun with the car recently, because there's just so many. Every corner there's somebody. There's literally an officer right here in front of me right now. So I haven't been able to really have fun with it for a little bit, for around the last week or so. But when you are driving this car, you are hitting the corners and hitting the turns. It's a very fun car to drive. I don't regret it at all. I don't regret this car at all, to be honest.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Pasadena Avenue.
I don't regret getting this car at all, to be honest with you. Very fun car to drive. It does have a little bit of road noise. Other than that, there's nothing else to tell you about the driving. Another thing that's very good about this car is the steering. The steering is very tough. It's very sporty. Passing another officer right now. This is what I'm saying. They're just everywhere at this point in time. It looks like they closed this street.